Easy from Eddie Hernandez. Hey folks, welcome to GAW Academy Stormchaser, 2 weeks from America the Beautiful 2. And we begin with a tag team contest featuring the Wing Collectors, the team that seems to be in pole position to challenge the Titans for the tag team championships. And I certainly hope it's them. The Titans need to be knocked down a peg after what we've seen them do. And you can see that Andrew Wesley and Frankie Omega, they are officially all in on the tag team picture. But tonight's opponent, they have some designs on the next level as well. You've been watching them on GAW Dark, and now for the first time, you get to see them on Stormchaser. Island Nation, they have started out with a 2-0 record, and it has been a solid couple of matches for these two. Eddie Tonga on the left, Yamamoto Kobayashi on the right. Both men from the Pacific Islands, or at least spent most of their time there, and they have looked dangerous to say the least on GAW Dark. As I mentioned, a 2-0 record, wins over the Woods Club and Xavier Cross and Chandler Marcy. We will see Xavier Cross on tonight's show as well. And these two have made a fast impression. This is quite a step up for them to take on the Wing Collectors, one of GAW's fastest rising teams. But what a way to kick off an episode of Stormchaser. Omega and Wesley have really just leaned in to the tag team scene, and they have come out and decided that this is what they want to do. This is where they want to put their focus. They came into GAW as singles wrestlers, but they have become a tag team, an incredibly skilled tag team. They have meshed together in a way that it's so impressive. I talk about it all the time. Backdrop countered by Andrew Wesley, flips out of it, but Kobayashi right back on top. And look at the size, by the way, of Yamamoto Kobayashi, born in Japan, but raised all over the Pacific Islands. And now tag in, here comes Eddie Tonga, born in American Samoa. There really could not be more differences between these two teams. You have this style that Island Nation brings in, and meanwhile you have Frankie Omega and Andrew Wesley, two underground guys, and Wesley specifically spent a lot of time in Pro Wrestling Noah. He was trained in Japan, so he brings that style in, as well as his experience on the underground scene. So this is two very different styles, and so far Island Nation is the one who stylistically looks like they have the advantage. Both men taking it to Andrew Wesley, frequent tags. They know that this is exactly what the Wing Collectors like to do as well. And Wesley looking for a step-up Hurricane Rana. Kobayashi not having any of that. We know that Island Nation, the Sunset, has been incredibly dangerous for them so far. Meanwhile, the Wing Collectors, we just saw, Kobayashi! Graveyard Shift drives down Andrew Wesley, and this Island Nation, they are white hot right now. Wesley, I'm not sure. He was not prepared at all, and Kobayashi with a DDT up on the apron. Both these teams have designs of possibly seeing the Titans at America the Beautiful 2. So I think a matchup between them, either team, would be something that I'd want to watch. The Titans need to start adding some names to their record of defenses. You can go find the record such as it is over on our website, generaladmissionwrestling.com. See full histories of all of our championships dating back to 2005, as well as full recaps of all of our shows as they happen. So you never have to miss a minute. I don't think you want to get into a striking battle with Kobayashi. I'm going to be real. He does not strike me as a man that you can out-hit right now. Kobayashi and Tonga, I think it's safe to say, have never performed in front of a crowd this large. As we make our way to Washington, D.C., we find ourselves in Kansas City, Missouri tonight at the Sprint Center, and these fans, they are loud, and Kobayashi and Tonga, they are feeding into it right now. Wesley needs to somehow climb his way back into this match, and look at this, full Nelson transition, reverse DDT. Wesley has himself an opportunity and not going to allow Tonga to get tagged in. Sliding kick, Kobayashi sidesteps, and Wesley once again finds himself in a bad position. At least now he's close to his corner. Over the ropes he goes, and Kobayashi knows that he might have a little bit of an advantage on the outside here. What might be, oh, Frankie Omega lays him out. Omega with a twisting flatliner, and Kobayashi was caught completely off guard. That is teamwork there from the Arm Collector and the Bone Saw. Kobayashi, though, he has endured almost no punishment in this match. Andrew Wesley has taken it all, so even with the involvement of Frankie Omega, Andrew Wesley still has to claw his way back into this thing. This is an unreal performance here from Island Nation. They know what's at stake. A 3-0 record heading into America the Beautiful, too. They may very well find themselves in position to challenge for the Tag Team Championships, and imagine that. Getting into a company like that. Graveyard shift again from Kobayashi. Wesley has been absolutely massacred during this match, and it may not be over. Kobayashi running Star Dragon Bomber. Andrew Wesley ducks underneath, and a big lariat catches him in the back of the head. Wesley trying to steal it, no! Kobayashi kicked out, and for the first time, the Wing Collectors, it seems like, actually might have an opening. How incredible was that for Andrew Wesley to duck the Dragon Bomber? Andrew Wesley knows what he's doing, and finally into the corner goes Kobayashi. Tag in. Here comes Frankie Omega. Double Irish whip off. No, Crows and Angels. Caught him with the straight jacket, Frankie Omega. Frankie Omega's got the leg. Frankie Omega to win it. No, Eddie Tonga is there to break things up. And Wesley is there for Tonga with a German suplex. Finally, the Wing Collectors are back in this thing. What a white-hot match we have ourselves right now. And suddenly, Kobayashi, he's working 2-on-1. Into the corner, he goes in. Omega with a thrust kick into the back of the head. He was caught by the forearm of Andrew Wesley. Incredible teamwork from these two men. And Kobayashi, look at how he's working. Look at the odds. Look at what he's having to do. And Frankie Omega with a DDT. Kansas City, they are loving what they're seeing from the Wing Collectors right now. Omega with a striking combination. Kobayashi fires back. Big right hand, Irish whip, off the ropes comes Omega, and Kobayashi, he's looking for a belly-to-belly. But Omega, this is what Frankie Omega needs to do. When you look at what he's been able to do so far, Omega looking for a pile driver. Kobayashi, too big. Back body drop and a reverse elbow, look at that, but Omega sends him over the top. Tremendous communication from Frankie Omega and Andrew Wesley. Wesley knew what was coming, and Omega with a Gamangiri. Frankie Omega has completely changed the complexion of this match. You want to talk about an impact player? That is Frankie Omega right now, and how good must Andrew Wesley be feeling that Omega comes into this match and immediately not only evens things up, but gets the advantage for the Wing Collectors, and what an incredible tag match this has turned out to be. Frankie Omega running in, but Kobayashi caught him. Gut wrench on the outside, absolutely brutal. Kobayashi has done so much damage on the outside of this ring. Frankie Omega to his feet. Kobayashi has to get out of the way of Andrew Wesley. And now with the arm hook, Kobayashi with a back suplex. Targeting that left arm might prevent Frankie Omega from really being able to lock in the arm collector. This is tag wrestling at its best, and if you are the Titans, you gotta be watching this a little reticent about stepping into the ring with either of these teams. Here comes Eddie Tonga. Kobayashi needed a tag in desperately, and he couldn't get one while Tonga was on the outside. Kobayashi is lucky to have escaped the Crows and Angels. Nice takedown from Frankie Omega. Knife edge chop, Tonga out of the way, and Tonga counters. Corkscrew forearm. That is a big man, 265 pounds. Coming in with a corkscrew forearm. Tonga, probably the freshest man in this match right now, 9 minutes in. Irish whips Frankie Omega into the corner. Omega, he understands the danger. We know that Island Nation, they're looking for the sunset, and Omega comes in. That is a beautiful kick to take down Eddie Tonga. Frankie Omega has been white hot so far, and now Omega with a neck breaker. Man, the velocity on that thing, absolutely unreal, but Tonga to his feet. Omega gets countered. Haven't seen Omega go for the arm collector just yet, but that's going to be his go-to. Look for that single arm takedown. That's where we'll see it happen. Tag in. Here comes Wesley. Snapmare. Wesley with a big kick. Fires away, and Omega answers. Left. Wesley. Elbow drop. Omega from the middle rope. Elevated elbow drop. And Andrew Wesley, he's loving it. This is an interesting reaction for Andrew Wesley. Did he do something to the fans? Considering how much the fans love Frankie Omega, what a weird reaction to Andrew Wesley being in there, the electrifying double team offense of the wing collectors, but Irish whip into the corner goes Wesley, and Tonga flattens him with the forearm. This has been a non-stop tag team match, and Wesley gonna continue it with a reverse DDT. Tonga needs a tag in, and he'll get one. The size of Eddie Tonga really helping out in that particular instance. Andrew Wesley, he's got the arm. Kobayashi able to counter. Boot to the gut. Basement drop kick. Wesley, he's saying not today to Kobayashi, but a nice judo toss. And Kobayashi with a big boot. Finds its mark and a reverse elbow. Tremendous back elbow strike from Kobayashi, but Wesley right back to his feet. Front chancery looking for a guillotine. Kobayashi again with that back elbow. The velocity on that thing. He just whips it around, finds its mark right above the nose, and now Kobayashi from the corner, Dragon Bomber. Absolutely lays him out, and Frankie Omega, he's gonna need help, and he does. Breaks it up. Kobayashi looking for an elbow. Frankie Omega able to bat it down and count it 1-1. Both teams needed a save. Nice step up Hurricane Rana from Wesley. This has been a tremendous match. And what a way to open up Stormchaser. Easily one of my favorite matches of the year so far. Irish whip in. And Wesley into the corner, tag in. Here comes Eddie Tonga. Uh-oh, Frankie Omega, he saw what was going on. Sunset from Island Nation. And these two guys, surely they've done it. Surely no. Andrew Wesley kicked out, and another attempt here from Tonga, and another kick out. Kobayashi has seen Frankie Omega. Slams him down, but Wesley, did he just take both guys out? Did he just take out Kobayashi with the front, and then Eddie Tonga with the back lariat, and now Andrew Wesley, triangle choke, redemption locked in from Andrew Wesley. He is wrenching it back, and Andrew Wesley has just stolen victory from the jaws of defeat from Island Nation. What an incredible comeback. When was the last time that you have seen a match like this? This is absolutely unreal. Andrew Wesley kicks out of the sunset and locks in the redemption hold. This is unbelievable, and the Wing Collectors have another win to their resume. What an unreal match. And this is straight from the desk of Jason Parker. It will be the Wing Collectors versus the Titans at America the Beautiful 2 for the GAW Academy Tag Team Championships. That is official, and folks, I cannot wait for this match. I know that the Titans want no part of the Wing Collectors right now. And we go backstage live. Look at the Titans react to this news. The Titans not happy about what they're seeing, nor should they be. They can tear up the backstage area all they want, but they will defend against the Wing Collectors at America the Beautiful 2.
First off, you don't run nothing. All talking, no team bluffing. My squad, we all dream crushing. We ain't rushing, no discussion. All I know is us made for this.
Well, I gotta somehow find a way to collect myself after that opening tag match. What an incredible contest between two white-hot teams, and there, in my opinion, there really was no loser out of that. It will be the Wing Collectors that go on to America the Beautiful 2, but Island Nation, after a performance like that, I think that there is no question that they will absolutely be at least contenders for the Tag Team Championships at some point down the road, if not Tag Team Champions themselves. This is still very early on in their GAW career. But here's another man who's very early on in his career, Xavier Cross. He's impressed a lot of people so far, and despite a 1-4 record, what he's been able to do, he has definitely turned some people onto his progress. Max Ultimate is a guy, talk about winning people over and turning people onto his progress. We just saw him destroy Stefford Drummond on the last episode of Dark this past Wednesday. And you know what else people really love about Max Ultimate? It's his entrance music. I mean, how could you not? That's one of my favorite entrance themes in GAW, and if it's one of yours too, then go over to our Spotify playlist. It's linked in the description, also on our website at generaladmissionwrestling.com. You can hear all of the entrance music, all of the special themes for our special events, plus some extra goodies on that Spotify playlist, and Max Ultimate's theme song will probably be near the top of your list like it is mine. This is going to be a fun one. These two guys they kind of come from almost opposite viewpoints of how to win wrestling matches. Xavier Cross with that NHL background. He's got heavy hands, terrific cardio, and he's really spent a long time perfecting the grappling and submission style that we're used to seeing from European wrestlers. Cross has spent a long time doing that. Max Ultimate, meanwhile, given his background, he's a terrific athlete, great flexibility, tremendous speed. So that's where he comes from. They call him unpredictable. That drop kick doesn't even faze Xavier Cross. You can see the size of his lower body. Look at the size of his legs. They're like tree trunks. So even though these two guys, similar experience in wrestling and the same age, they have two completely different philosophies when it comes to this. Max Ultimate cover here, first of the match for him, and it's an easy kick out from Xavier Cross. Hey, after you're done watching this, if you're watching this on release day, go check out our YouTube channel, or rather our Twitch channel, Griff_from_GA. I'll be streaming over there Mondays and Wednesdays at 3 p.m. Mountain, 5 p.m. Eastern, and I go for a few hours. But go check that out if you're curious what it's like when I suck at video games. Then come hang out with us. It's a fun time. Max Ultimate with a sharp elbow to the forehead of Xavier Cross, and now Irish whip into the corner goes Cross. We know what Ultimate is capable of doing out of this position, and Cross is not going to let him do it. Ultimate right back to his feet. Cross went for a strike. Max Ultimate He was too quick for that, and Ultimate with a modified side Russian leg sweep, targeting the left arm. That's a really good strategy in my opinion. We know that Xavier Cross looking for the Kronwald Hawkslayer. He needs both hands to be able to set a firm grip. And Max Ultimate not gonna let him do it. Hanging neck breaker. Listen to the fans react to Max Ultimate. This is what Max Ultimate feeds off of. This is what he said is so important to him when it comes to competing, and this is the reason why he felt so passionate about getting at Stefford Drummond. Xavier Cross trying to come in, and Max Ultimate, he caught him. Butterfly suplex. The patience from Max Ultimate. Can you believe that? That is unreal from the unpredictable Max Ultimate, and now he's going right back to the well. Ultimate, up under the shoulders goes Cross. Max damage. Can you even believe that from Max Ultimate? I've never seen him do something like that before. 2, 3, Max Ultimate. That was unreal, and when you look at how our first match ended, what Andrew Wesley was able to do, and now we go to that Ultimate baits in Xavier Cross and hits him with that butterfly suplex into the max damage. Wow. That was unreal from Max Ultimate. These two guys, I think, are going to be huge factors in the long term in the GAW Academy. We may be looking at future Raw champions, future Academy champions right here. But today, the day belongs to Max Ultimate. Another win for the young man from Boston. We got America the Beautiful 2 in 2 weeks, and Yun-Son Park last week laid down the challenge. Right now, Omega Woods gives his answer. You actually did it. I'm throwing down the challenge. I want to change my career again, and I want to do it at your expense, Omega. Of course you did. I'm not surprised. You are a lot of things, Park, but you are not a coward. Neither am I. See, I could go through your whole history in GAW, but you do a pretty good job of letting everyone know every chance you get. So the reality is, I'm stepping in there with a man who needs no introduction. Or at least that's what people say about you, but that's because they've never seen a real superstar in this company. If you're the best this place has, then we're in serious trouble, but you're not, are you? You're the face of a past generation trying to cling to the star power people told you you had, but that generation is over. So Yun-Son Park, my answer to your challenge is yes. Hey, congrats on the win last week, Boleska. Really proud of you. But you have 2 wins in your whole time here? See, I've defined this place from the beginning. Now you just come in here with a fluke win and think you've earned the right to make me wait months for our match? I had plans, Boleska, tournaments, matches scheduled during this time, but I had to cancel all of that because you thought you could take over. Well, when I beat that ass at America the Beautiful, I never want to see your ugly mug ever again. Can you even believe that we're at the main event already? Man, this show has just flown by, and we've got ourselves another match confirmed for America the Beautiful 2. Omega Woods versus Yun-Son Park. I can't wait to see that one. I mean, can you imagine the carnage? These two, they have yet to lay a hand on each other, but the hatred between them is palpable. So that is going down in 2 weeks on July 5th. You will not want to miss that show. What an incredible week that is going to be. Post-Independence Day, is there a better way to round out what will have been a phenomenal weekend, I'm sure, for you, than by watching some of the best wrestling on YouTube? And Lars Nightfall, he hopes to also be a part of America the Beautiful 2 in some capacity. We don't quite know yet, but I'll tell you what, when you get a win in a main event of this caliber that Jason Parker specifically said, this is to prove yourself, you know that something is going down. But I'll tell you what, Lars Nightfall, he's got himself a real challenge because the man he's facing has every reason to give everything he's got to win this match. That's right, Jackel, who said he wanted to party and kick back in Mexico, but according to him, La Tortuga Roja just wouldn't let him do it. Well, he ran his mouth a bit too much, and Jason Parker decided that he had had enough, and so he was going to make Jackel prove himself, and not that Jackel can't. The question is, will he? Does he have the motivation to prove himself in some way? A 2-2 record, his most recent win came over La Tortuga Roja in the steel cage, and that is pretty much the man that he has been fighting since the beginning of Stormchaser when we moved here. This is going to be a great main event, Clash of Styles, can't wait. This is going to be awesome. Lars Nightfall, a man of extremely intimidating power. Jackel, traditional luchador, and a tremendous one at that. There's a reason why La Tortuga Roja saw so much potential in him early on, and Jackel rewarded him at first with rapid growth, and then Jackel decided that he had had enough of Roja, and the two have battled. Jackel defaced Roja's car. He has beaten him up. He has sent him to the hospital. Roja pulled the fantastic upset at Stormchaser Sydney. This rivalry has been all over the place. And now Lars Nightfall, what's he doing? Lars Nightfall from the top, looking to drop the knees, and Jackel let him hit the ground, my God. The crowd has just gone silent after what they saw. Jeez. Well, we got back in the office, you know the drill, Jason Parker. We've got one more main event before America the Beautiful 2, so Commissioner Jason, if you would, let us know what's coming up. We got America the Beautiful in 2 weeks, so we all know how important Stormchaser next week is going to be. Well, I can tell you that we'll have a #1 contenders match for the Raw title, but that is not even the main event. Nah, in the main event, we're giving you a can't-miss match where one of our potential rising stars is gonna have to back up everything he's been saying. It'll be Omega Woods versus Igris. See you all next week. Oh, Omega Woods gonna have to prove himself. Lars Nightfall raining down shots on Jackel. But Omega Woods, he's got to prove that he's got what it takes. And good for Jason Parker, because Omega Woods, if he's going to beat Yun-Son Park, he better prove that he is in the upper echelon. Power slam, and Jackel kicks out at 1. So much is going on here in the Academy ahead of America the Beautiful 2, and Lars Nightfall looking for a rolling kick. Incredible athleticism from a man of that size, but that's exactly what we're used to seeing. And Jackel looking for a rolling soul butt. Lars Nightfall out of the way, and Nightfall tombstone pile driver. Nightfall not going to leave it there. He knows the danger that Jackel presents, and so a stump puller applied by Nightfall. This is not something you always see, but Jackel able to free himself. Jackel maybe a little bit more flexible than Lars Nightfall gave him credit for, and Jackel, look at the strength. Northern Light suplex, rolls through. Jackel, brain buster. Unreal. Look at what Jackel's been able to do. Look at this. Jackel comes back, ducks the lariat, and now Jackel with a spine buster to a man the size of Lars Nightfall. Can you believe that? Doing that to someone as big as Lars Nightfall. That is, look at this. Referee talking to Nightfall, and Jackel looks like he's removed the turnbuckle pad. We've seen him do this before. This almost This feels like a familiar story. Irish whip in, and Lars Nightfall takes it full on in the chest. We've seen Jackel do this before. Referee, Jackel's in full view. The referee knows what's going on. The fact that he's even allowing Jackel to do something like this. Lars Nightfall still trying to recover from what we've just seen, and now Jackel, that is incredible strength. Say what you want about the man, but the strength that he possesses, it is surreal to see a man of this size do that to Lars Nightfall. And now Jackel got himself a chair. The referee's seen it. Referee, good for him, and Jackel kicked the chair out of the referee's hands. He kicked it out of the referee's hands, and now the referee can't do anything as Jackel, rolling storm onto the chair. The referee couldn't do anything about it, and Jackel, he's like taunting the referee because he knows what he's done to Lars Nightfall. Rolling storm onto the chair. I cannot believe that the referee even allowed it. And Jackel, after all that, makes the pin. I can't believe it. This was an incredibly competitive match, and then Jackel sends Lars Nightfall chest first into an exposed turnbuckle, and then a rolling storm onto a chair. Look at this. Jackel taunting the referee, telling him, disqualify me, disqualify me. Absolutely disgusting behavior from Jackel, and there is the pinfall. I cannot believe it.
I will erase you. In 10 years, no one will know who you are because I am the future.
And Jackel not even satisfied with that. Telling Roja that he's going to remove him. I can't believe that Roja's name is still in this man's mouth. This is disgusting behavior from Jackel, but at this point, we should all be used to it. Folks, America the Beautiful 2 weeks away. You need to subscribe so you can see every moment of the build. That is going to be a can't miss show. No dark this Wednesday, so we'll see you on Friday for Friday Night Storm. And remember, head on over to our Twitch channel over at Griff_from GA. Let's have some fun over there. We'll see you Mondays and Wednesdays, and we'll see you on Friday for Friday Night Storm. We appreciate you.